Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. I hope you had a nice session in the morning also, and you are looking forward to the session today afternoon. Okay, so let's see. Okay, before we begin, I have two things to tell you that in the notes section, I have also uploaded 5 MCQs. I've not put it in the MCQ area, but I've put it as a PDF. So you could just practice those sums. Those are apart from the ones in the study material. Just go through. Those are 5 sums for linear inequalities. Okay, first thing. Second thing is somebody was asking about the YouTube channel. So you should go to ICAI YouTube channel. Over there, you will see foundation. Okay, so foundation lectures. You live lectures are also visible, and you can also see the recorded versions. Okay, so that will clear both your doubts, I hope. So it's not my channel, it is ICAI's channel that I want you to subscribe to also, so that anytime there is a video, you can go back and you can revisit and you can see them. Okay? Yes. Good afternoon, Tambeshwari, Avni, Anagha, Khalid, Hitesh. Yes, a very sweet good afternoon to you too also, Divya. Oh, thank you, Divya, for asking it. I'm much better than day before. Yes, Renuka, Humera, Shiva, and Annie, Anuj, Shubham, Kumari, Amandeep, Dheeraj, yes, Diya, uh, Jyoti Lakshmi, Manya, Manya Jain, I told you have to contact the institute, okay? So on the BOS portal or even in the app, you will see a helpline. Just call them or just write a mail to them and they will help you with this, okay? Yes, Kishan, Muskan, Henny Kumari, Maurya, Nikita, Vaishnavi, Lakshman, Rohini, Harshita, Nancy, Kumkum. Yes, a very good afternoon to all of you. Okay. So let's see what the chapter 4 has. Okay. So we have 3 days for chapter 4. So in this, see, the chapter 4 consists of 30 to 40% marks of the mathematics portion. So you can expect 12 marks of questions from here. It's an important chapter. Uh, in this, what we are going to do today is some of the things that we are discussing today is are, and the others will be discussed in the next session. Okay, so first session. Okay. So we are going to talk about simple interest, compound interest, depreciation, effective rate, then nominal rate, effective rate of return, and compound annual growth rate, CAGR. Okay. So today we are going to talk about as many of these that are possible. PV and then calculations of PV, etc. Those we will be taking up next time. Okay. Yes, Shiva, Viravati, Prakash, Paras. Diya, when we end the sessions, I will try to take revision. I can't take revision just now because already the 2 hours are less for a particular chapter. So that's why, okay? I will definitely try to. Yes, Ansh, you have to, look at the video, see the questions. The PDF is already there. You can download the PDF. You can get it printed also. Or you can just write down the questions from the study material that you have. And then you just have to, in the notebook, write the answers. If you miss something in the live session, you can go back to the YouTube video, see how the problem was solved. Try to solve it on your own. Okay, that is the way you have to prepare your notes. And as I told last time, every lecture I'm going to tell you, you must have a notebook which has all your formulae in it. Okay, that should be your, go-to notebook. Anytime, you're not in a mood to study, you're tired, you just flip to the pages of the notebook and you just read out the formula aloud, or you can even record all the formula and then listen to it when going to bed. All those things you should do. बट दैट डज नॉट मीन बाइंग एक्सपेंसिव थिंग्स। हाँ, आप कोई भी महंगी चीज खरीद के आपको नोट्स नहीं बनाने। जो आपके पास पेजेस हैं उसको स्टेपल मार दीजिए, या एक पतली सी नोटबुक ले लीजिए, और उसमें सारे आप ना धीरे धीरे करके सारे फॉर्मूले आप जो बुक में हैं, बुक के एंड देखिए, हर चैप्टर के एंड में आपके पास फॉर्मूले, कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट मटेरियल इंस्टीट्यूट ने लिखा है, और फिर जो लेक्चर्स में हम बताते हैं आपको इम्पोर्टेंट है, या फॉर्मूला किस तरह से याद करना है उस वो लिख लीजिएगा। और फिर वो रात को सोते समय हर रोज आपको देखना है, या एक आध दिन मूड नहीं है पढ़ाई करने का तो बस फॉर्मूले ही देख लिए, या लिख लिए, स्लेट पे लिख लिए, मोबाइल पे लिख लिए, ऐसे प्रैक्टिस करनी है आपको। ठीक है। आई होप अंश आई आंसर योर क्वेश्चन। यस, दीज आर द टिप्स। सनी, यस, गुड आफ्टरनून। Simran, these see chapters in mathematics are same like from the 9th 10th standard onwards, but the difficulty level is more because you are in the professional course. Okay. Yes, Kishan, हम दोनों भाषाएं यूज कर रहे हैं। Okay, Simran, just after the session, try to download it once again and see. If not, just contact the admin, so they will help you out. Okay. Yes, Akash, good morning. Okay, so these are the ways in which you can make your notes। आप अपने notes बनाइए, आप अच्छे से शुरुआत से आप अगर पढ़ेंगे ना तो मैथ्स बहुत स्कोरिंग है। यहाँ पे बहुत से बच्चों को दिक्कत आती है, उसमें अगर आपने अच्छे से पढ़ाई कर ली तो आप अच्छे से मार्क्स ले आएंगे, तो आपका टोटल जो स्कोर आना चाहिए वो आप आराम से पास हो जाते हैं। Okay, maths and stats and logical reasoning. When I say maths, it means all the three combined. The paper three I'm talking about. You can score good marks and get through very well. Okay, just you have to follow that. You have to be very sincere. You have to be regular in studies. आपने 8-10 दिन पढ़ाई नहीं की, फिर 90 दिन आप किताब खोलते हैं तो आपको कुछ याद नहीं आता, क्योंकि आप सब भूल जाते हैं। उससे अच्छा है आप हर रोज थोड़ा थोड़ा, आधा घंटा 1 घंटा, जैसे आपसे बन पड़े आप पढ़ाई कर लीजिए। ओके। जैसे अभी वापस लोहड़ी की छुट्टी होगी, संडे को छुट्टी रहती है, तो उस समय आप थोड़ा सा और पढ़ लीजिएगा। हाँ, नोट्स वोट्स एक बार रिवाइज कर लीजिए। जो चैप्टर हो गया उसको बस 1-2 महीने हाथ नहीं लगाया, ऐसा नहीं करना है आपको। हफ्ते में एक बार हर चैप्टर को हाथ लगाना है। So you have to be regular. Every week you have to just go through at least every chapter that you've studied till date. Okay. So as you come to the final exam, all the chapters have been regularly revised, and it's not like you blank out or something like that. Okay. So the chapter 4 is on mathematics of finance. Okay, so as you can make out, it is very important for us CAs. So let us see. So what we are doing here is we are talking about interest. Okay, we'll be talking about what these words mean. So interest, then we have simple interest, compound interest, effective rate of interest, and annuity. Annuity will again be of three types that we are going to study. Annuity types are first payment receipt, or first payment receipt at the first beginning of the period and at the end of the period. Okay, so usually our loans, etc., will fall under this categories. Then application of annuities, where once I learn this concept, where do I apply it? For leasing, for capital expenditure, investment decision, whether I should borrow a machinery or whether I should purchase a machinery. That time we do it. And valuation of bonds. Okay. And sinking funds. What are sinking funds? Like in big societies, when or even smaller societies, some money is kept out. Whatever money you collect as maintenance, a portion of it is kept aside as sinking fund. Where do I need sinking funds? Sinking funds are used for big works that are required, repair works for the building that may be required after some time. Like, so maybe after every 5 years you want to paint the building, after every 5-7 years you would like to change the pipes of the buildings. So in that case this amount is kept aside, and so it is invested, and so that is why it is called as a sinking fund. So you first have to decide on how much amount you will be requiring. Suppose for painting a building you require 5 lakhs of rupees. It's a small building, so you just need 5 lakhs. So in that case, how much money a sinking fund should you collect from each of the society members for 5 years, so that the corpus becomes 5 lakhs? Huh? हिंदी में बताते हैं कि ऐसा होता है कि बिल्डिंग है, उसको पेंट लगानी है आपको, हमको हर 5 साल बाद पेंट लगानी है। अगर आप सोसाइटी में रहते हैं, आपका अगर खुद का मकान है तो बात दूसरी है। लेकिन जैसे बड़े शहरों में हम लोग जहाँ रहते हैं, तो हम लोग सब सोसाइटीज में रहते हैं। जैसे एक बिल्डिंग में 50 है, 100 लोग रहते हैं एक बिल्डिंग में। तो उस समय क्या होता है कि आपको पैसा बाजू में निकालना पड़ता है कि आपको पेंट करनी। सपोज आपकी बिल्डिंग की पेंटिंग, बाहर की पेंटिंग का खर्चा 5 लाख रुपए है। तो हर सोसाइटी मेंबर से हमें कितने पैसे कलेक्ट करने हैं हर महीने, ताकि उस समय हमारे पास 5 लाख जमा हो जाए। क्योंकि अगर हम एकदम से किसी को बोलने जाएंगे कि हमें 1 लाख रुपए दीजिए, तो सामने वाला नहीं देगा। तो उससे अच्छा हम धीरे धीरे करके उनसे लेते हैं। ठीक है। So that is the concept of sinking fund, so that every month or every year a certain amount is paid uh, towards the sinking fund, so that a big corpus is ready after a desired amount of time. Okay. So this is sinking fund. Then annuities can be future. In annuities, we are going to study about future value, present value, future value of annuity due, present value of annuity due. Okay. Beginning of period is known as annuity due, and then annuity regular is when after a period of time, after a period, then when you have to pay or then when you have to receive, it is annuity regular. Okay. This we are going to do in the next chapter, next time. But right now we are going to concentrate on simple interest, compound interest, effective rate of interest. That brings us to the question as to why somebody charges me interest. Okay. I need some money, I ask you for money, you give me the money. Then, if it is between friends, if it is for a very short period of time, so what happens is, you've gone for a cup of coffee and then you don't have you don't have change. So what you ask your friend, can you lend me 100 rupees? I have to do this. So she will give you 100 rupees, and then within a week you return. That time nobody asks for interest. But when I want to buy, say, maybe a house, so what I do, I approach a bank and I say, okay, give me 25 lakhs of rupees. So bank is saying, okay, fine. Your papers are good. I will give you 25 lakhs of rupees, but you must pay me interest. So what is this interest? So why do lenders माने जो आपको पैसा देता है, why do lenders charge money? First is time value of money. अगर मेरे पॉकेट में पैसा है तो मैं आज जाके कुछ खरीद सकती हूँ, राइट। बट वही पैसा अगर आप बोलेंगे मैं आपको 5 साल बाद देती हूँ, तो उसमें क्या हो जाता है कि वो 5 साल बाद मिलने वाला पैसा उतना वैल्यूएबल नहीं रहता, बिकॉज देर इज अ इन्फ्लेशन इन इट। You may have heard your grandparents saying that they used to run the whole household for a month in 200 rupees. 200 रुपए में वो पूरा महीने का खर्चा उनका आराम से निकल जाता था। बट दैट इज नॉट पॉसिबल टू इन 200 rupees आई कांट इवन गेट अ टिकट इन अ पीवीआर। Okay, so what that means is that money that I will get after some time is of less value. So that is why we are going to discuss the concept of time value of money. So as the time goes, if I have to receive the money, the value of that money goes on decreasing. So to compensate that, the lender charges interest. Okay, so to compensate that, the lender charges interest. The second is opportunity cost. Because the bank lends me money, the bank is not able to lend somebody else the money, okay, or it is not able to invest. So that is called as opportunity cost. एक चीज करने के लिए दूसरी चीज को हमें त्यागना पड़ता है। तो जैसे आप अभी सीए कर रहे हैं, तो आप जब सीए कर रहे हैं तो आपके कई फ्रेंड्स जो नहीं ऐसे प्रोफेशनल कोर्स कर रहे हैं, तो वो क्या कर रहे हैं, वो आराम से बस हाफ ईयरलीज दे रहे हैं, फाइनल्स दे रहे हैं, और बीच में प्रीलिम्स के पहले भी आराम से घूमने जा रहे हैं, पिक्चर जा रहे हैं। तो उसमें आपकी अपॉर्चुनिटी क्या, कॉस्ट क्या है, वो सब मजा मस्ती। लेकिन आपके पास मिलने क्या वाला, आपके पास मिलने वाली है सीए डिग्री। सो दैट इज द अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट ऑफ स्पेंडिंग योर टाइम स्टडिंग अगेंस्ट द enjoyment. So that is called as opportunity cost. Third is inflation, very important. As we all know, things like because of the Russia war, there is a rise in the petrol prices. There is a short supply. So diesel, petrol are less. So that will lead to inflation. So these are the reasons why interests are charged. Okay. थैंक यू अनुज। अनुज लिख रहे हैं कि मैम आपकी टीचिंग स्टाइल बहुत अमेजिंग है, सारे कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर हो जाते हैं। थैंक यू। यस अंश, मैथ्स इज स्कोरिंग बट प्रैक्टिस इज नीडेड, so you have to keep practicing. Yes, Kumari. Funds in cooperative societies are also a very important are important because they will cooperatives also lend out money to the shareholders, to the members. Okay, so that is why this is also a very important concept. Yes, Anil, third chapter is completed. Tambeshwari, check your network. Yes, Mohammed, opportunity cost. Yes, very rightly said. See, Divya, what opportunity cost means to do one thing, I have to forgo another thing. मैं एक चीज करने के लिए दूसरा चीज नहीं कर सकती। मेरे पास 1 घंटा है, उसमें या तो मैं पढ़ सकती हूँ या मैं खेलने जा सकती हूँ। जब मैं पढ़ती हूँ तो मैंने खेलना सेक्रीफाइस किया है, अगर मैं खेलने जाती हूँ तो पढ़ाई सेक्रीफाइस करती हूँ। तो दैट इज अ अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट। एंड इन टर्म्स ऑफ मनी, suppose I lend you money at 10 means this much, which is equal to 0.06. Okay. Because I have to write I is rate of interest in decimals. And what is T? T is 2 years. Okay. So P is 2000 into I is 0.06 into T is 2 years. So 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 6, 24, huh? 4 6 are 24. Now 1 2 3 zeros and then 0.00, so rupees 240. So how much is the interest? Interest earned is rupees 240 on rupees 2000 at the rate of 6% for 2 years. Okay. The second sum is this thing. Okay, just refresh everybody so that you can see the video. Video is working fine. I think 1 or 2 students are having an issue. Sania deposited rupees 50,000 in a bank for 2 years with the interest rate of 5.5% per annum. How much interest would she earn? What will be the final value of investment? So, not only do they want you to calculate the interest, but they also want you to calculate the final value of investment. Interest, a formula I know is P into I into T. What is the formula for amount? Amount is equal to P plus R. Okay. Now, how much is my P? P is equal to rupees 50,000. I is equal to how much? 5.5 upon 100, which is equal to 0.055. And T is how much? Bank for 2 years. So, 2. Okay. So, I will substitute over here. Yes, Anuj, right answer. 50,000 into 0.055 into 2 is equal to how much? Let's check. 55, 110 into 5 is 550. Rupees 5,500. Okay. Now I have found I. Now I need A. A is equal to P plus I. How much is P? 50,000. I is how much? 5,500. Answer is equal to rupees 55,500. Yes, Renuka, correct answer? Yes. Okay. I think everybody has followed this. These are the simpler ones. I just put it in the chat box whether you have understood how to calculate simple interest and the amount. Most of us know it, but still, we would like all of you to refresh your knowledge. Yes, Anuj, Hitesh, correct. Okay. Sachin deposited 1 lakh in his bank for 2 years at simple interest rate of 6%. How much interest would he earn? How much will be the final value? This is similar to the second question. So first I must calculate the interest and then I must calculate the final value. So good. Okay. So this sum is similar to the second sum. So if you have not followed the second sum, you can do it here. आपका सेकंड क्वेश्चन अगर थोड़ा सा छूट गया तो अभी ये वाला थर्ड क्वेश्चन कर लीजिए उसमें और इसमें सेम है प्रोसीजर सेम है और बस आपको कैलकुलेशन करने हैं यस मोबिनी यस वेरी गुड प्रियंका यस निकिता अरे पारस ने तो आंसर भी दे दिया चलिए जल्दी जल्दी बाकी सब भी मनिया ने भी कर लिया है ओके जल्दी जल्दी सब लोग आंसर डालिए ओके सो व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला आई इज इक्वल टू पी आई टी प्रिंसिपल इंटू रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट इंटू टाइम अमाउंट इज हाउ मच पी प्लस आई प्रिंसिपल कितना दिया है रुपीज 1,000 1 लाख इंटरेस्ट कितना है 6/100 0.06 टाइम कितना दिया है 2 years 2 साल so interest is how much 1 lakh into 0.06 into 2 so this is how much 12 1 2 how much is this 12,000 right so this is equal to 1 lakh plus 12,000 amount is equal to rupees 1,12,000 एक्सलेंट अंश को भी आ गया अवनी को भी आ गया कृतिका जॉय अरत्रिका ब्यूटीफुल नेम अनिश yes Tambeshwari very good Kavya yes Rani has done it Nancy Sachidananda Renuka Hitesh Divya Avni Chandan yeah yes very good Renuka yes okay let us go to the next sum see up till now we were given the principal given the rate of interest given the time period and then we were supposed to calculate the interest and the amount okay now what will happen is some twist will be there okay so now what the next question is you have to find the rate of interest okay अभी तक क्या हुआ आपको प्रिंसिपल दिया था आपको टाइम दिया था आपको ब्याज दर दिया था और आपको क्या कैलकुलेट करना था कितना ब्याज मिलेगा और कितना मेरी पूरी रकम होगी बाद में लेकिन अब क्या है अब हमको ब्याज दर निकालना है तो फाइंड द रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट इफ द अमाउंट ओड आफ्टर 6 months इज दिस मच ओके so what is given to me amount is rupees 1050 what is the principal borrowed amount ये वाला amount और ये वाला amount अलग है हाँ ये borrowed amount माने क्या होता है this is the principal so how much is the borrowed amount rupees 1,000 so we know that a is equal to p plus I so what is I is a minus p सो ए में से पी माइनस किया तो क्या मिलेगा? आई. आई इज इक्वल टू रुपीज 1050 माइनस 1000 is rupees 50. Now I know that I is equal to P principal into interest rate into time. Principal मुझे मालूम है rupees 1000. I is what? I don't know. That is a question mark. That is a question that is being asked. And T is how much? T is 6 months. Okay. Now very important here is when I'm talking of 6 months. Okay. I just change the color. This sum is there to confuse you because we are now talking of 6 months. 6 months money. 6 months. How many months are there in a year? 12 months. So this is equal to 1 upon 2, which is equal to 0.5 year, which is half year. Why we are taking this half year? Because I kept the money in the bank only for 6 months. So that means I kept it in the bank only for half an year. So what my T is? T is 0.5. This is because the interest rate that I am calculating, it will be per annum. Okay, whatever rate I will get, it is per annum. That is why it is like this. When we go to compound interest, we are going to change the interest rate as well as the time. Okay. So here what will it be? Okay, so this is the important part marked in red. You have to just be careful. कभी भी आपको ऐसे लगे अरे मेरे को नहीं याद आ रहा ये कहाँ से आया 0.5 तो आप वीडियो वापस देख लीजिए. P is 1000. Interest rate I don't know. Time is 0.5. And how much is the interest? I know interest earned is 50 rupees. So 1000 into 0.5 is how much? 500? 500 I is equal to 50. ये जो राइट हैंड साइड पे है वो मैंने लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे लिखा है. सो I is equal to 50 upon 500 into 100. Why? I multiply by 100 because what I get is in decimals. So, or you can simply first, let me do it this way. First I'll calculate and then I'll multiply in the end. Okay, so 50 upon 500 is 0.01. Okay, but I is in decimal. Okay, usually we write interest in percentage, right? In percentage. So 0.01 into 50 upon 500 कितना हो गया? 10%. Okay. So you get 10%. एक मिनट. हाँ 50 upon 500 ये मैंने कहा क्या गलत हो गया is 0.1. Is 0.10 is 0.10 into 10, that is 10%. Okay. Yes, very good. Very good. Ansh, Kritika, Nancy, Anuj, Rani, Divya. Yes, very good. Half interest rate is 10%. Preksha, yes, I will just repeat it. Don't worry. Yes, yes. Aratrika, thank you. Yes. Preksha, you want interest paid in Hindi means in Hindi means जो जो पैसा सामने वाले ने मुझे दिया है वो उसके पास रहता नहीं है, वो पैसा तो मैं यूज करती हूँ ना। तो जब मैं यूज कर रही हूँ उनका पैसा, तो इसीलिए उनको मैं वापस करते समय उनका पैसा भी दूंगी और उनको कुछ एक मुआवजा दूंगी, क्योंकि मैंने उनका पैसा यूज किया, उतने टाइम के लिए वो यूज नहीं कर पाए, तो वो मुआवजा होता है जो हम इंटरेस्ट के नाम के इंटरेस्ट करके देते हैं, ब्याज करके देते हैं। ओके, see the second question is same, there is no, you don't have to worry. Okay, it is 50,000 into 0.55 into 2। हम्म रिक्शा, ये वाला है। और आप अगर फिर भी नहीं समझेगा तो आप आराम से वीडियो में देख लीजिएगा। ओके, सो yes, let us go to the next sum. Let's see who answers this first. Yes, Divya understood. What happened, Paras? 1,000 into 0.1 into, आ रहा है ना? पारस बोल रहे हैं कि if we put 10% and try to find the interest on 1,000 rupees, the answer is not coming. Okay, it's good. He has a doubt. Let us try to clear that. Okay. See, now what has happened? My principal is 1,000 rupees. My rate of interest is 0.10, 10%. And what is my time? Time is my 0.5. Okay. Because I'm keeping the money for 6 months. So let us see what the interest will be. 1,000 into 0.10 into 0.50. Okay. So let me do that on the calculator. 1,000 into 0.1 into 0.5. So 50 rupees. Okay. Paras, I hope that clarifies. Maurya, the calculator that you can use has been specified by the institute. It has to be a simple calculator with, only with square root वाला जो रहता है वैसा सिंपल वाला कैलकुलेटर आपको अलाउड है। ओके, यस निकिता, इज दिस क्लियर? Paras, I hope this is clear. Now let us go to the next sum. Fifth sum is Rahul invests 70,000 in a bank. Invested 70,000 money. This is my principal. In a bank at the rate of 6.5% money, 0.065. 6.5 divided by 100 will give me this. Okay, this is 6.5 upon 100. Okay. He receives 85, 925 is A. A is what? Principal plus interest after the end of the term. Find out the period. अच्छा, अभी क्या पूछ रहे हैं? Time पूछ रहे हैं. Okay, they are asking you for the time. So let's see. I know that A is equal to P plus I. A is how much? 85,925. Principal is how much? 70,000 plus interest. So interest will be equal to 85,925 minus 70,000. Okay. Which is equal to rupees 15,925. Okay. This is first part. Now, how much is my principal? Principal is rupees 70,000. Interest is 0.065. Time is T. Okay, I don't know. Now, I is equal to PIT. I is how much? 15,925. P is 70,000 into 0.065 T. Okay, let me see how much is this. 70,000 into 0.065. This is 4550. 4550 T is equal to 15,925. So time will be equal to 15925 upon 4550. Okay. 15925 divided by 4550 is equal to 3.5 years. Okay, so T is equal to 3.5 years. Shiva, good, thank you. Kritika, Nancy, Tambeshwari, Ansh. Yes, Paras, good, you've understood. Yeah, these are the small mistakes, it's very good that you asked sir, immediately. All your doubts also have been cleared, and what happens is you will not make that mistake ever. Yes, Joy. हिमांशु गौरव सर को जब आप शेड्यूल में देख लीजिए, उनको जो चैप्टर्स अलॉटेड होंगे वो तब आ जाएंगे, ठीक है। तब तक आपको मुझे सहना पड़ेगा, आपको पसंद नहीं होगा तो भी सहना पड़ेगा, क्या करें। यस अंश, let us let us understand the basics, and then we should jump to tricks. Tricks will happen when I'm very strong with my basic. Otherwise, when I'm trying to jump to tricks, it will happen that I some of the times, the institute is also very smart, right? They will give you two answers that are very near to each other. ये भी हो सकता है, वो भी हो सकता है. So that time it is your study that is going to help you, because you also know there are negative marks, no? So you should be very confident in your studies also. Yes, definitely tricks will be given by both Gaurav sir and me. Okay, Shiva, you're from Lakhimpur. Thank you. Yes, Dheeraj, once you finish your exercises, you could go to additional bank. हाँ दिव्या, मेरे साथ भी अच्छा लग रहा है. गुड, थैंक यू. Okay. Next sum is couple deposit some amount in a bank for 7.5 years. Okay. So what is given to me? T is given to me. At simple rate of interest 6%. Couple receives 101,500. This is my amount at the end of the term. Compute initial deposit. So they are asking what is the principal. Okay. So I know that A is equal to amount is equal to principal plus interest, which is equal to principal. And what is the formula for interest? PIT. So what I do, P common, 1 plus IT is my amount. Okay. So amount is how much? 101,500. Okay, let me write it like this. It becomes easier for you to understand also. Okay, so P into 1 plus IT is equal to amount. Principal I don't know. 1 plus I is how much? 6%. So that is 6 upon 100, which is equal to 0.06. So this is 0.06 into time is how much? 7.5 years. So 7.5. Okay. Because we are using calculators, we are going to write in decimals. But in statistics, it is sometimes better to write 7.5 as 15 upon 2. Okay. So even in log sums. So this is equal to amount is 101,500. Okay. Now let me see how much is 0.06 into 7.5. 0.06 into 7.5 is 0.45 plus 1, 1.45. So 1.45 P is equal to 101,500. So P is equal to 101,500 upon 1.45. 101,500 divided by 1.45 आता है 70,000. Yes, thank you, Priyanka, Renuka. Yes, Kritika, Nancy, Joy, Anuj, Tambeshwari, Rani, Varun. all of you got 70,000 before me, so very good. ऐसा भी होता है कई बच्चों का थोड़ा सा टाइम लग जाता है, तो आपको बिल्कुल चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं है। हर हर बच्चे का प्रोग्रेस होता है। कई बच्चे ने थोड़े से पहले से किया रहता है, उनको मैथ ज्यादा पसंद है तो वो जल्दी कर लेते हैं। तो ऐसा कोई जल्दीबाजी में आपको गलती बिल्कुल नहीं करनी है, नेगेटिव मार्किंग है। ओके, सो यू जस्ट हैव टू बी केयरफुल, यू डू एट द स्पीड दैट यू आर कंफर्टेबल विथ। यस, एंड दोज हु आर डूइंग फास्ट, वेरी गुड, thumbs up to you. Okay, then now we are going to move to the exercise sums. Yes, Divya, Ansh. Yes. Oh my God, where did my hanky go? Yeah. So 3,500 for 3 years at 12% per annum. See, I'll show you how you have to do in the exam. For small sums, don't go to the other areas. Just here itself, you can solve it. Okay. So 3,500 into 3 into 0.12. You can directly do on the calculator also. Okay. When such simple sums are there. So, and not all sums are tough. Okay. That is a myth. 1260. Okay. Yes. Very good. Very good. हाँ रुचिका, 70,000 ही आंसर है हमारा भी। Yes, Nikita, I cannot take all examples, right? I will try to cover as much as I can, and I will try to cover all types of questions. Okay, that is more important because we are short of time, right? The number of lectures are limited. Second sum is C, 5,000. See here, what will happen is they have given you that because they're asking you to find it in percentage. So we are using this. Okay, so P is 5,000 into rate is 0.15, 15% into 4.5 years into 4 point, ganda हो गया, into 4.5. Okay, so how much is this? 5,000 into 0.15 into 4.5, I get 3375. Okay. So now can you see 3375, 3735? They have put, like, don't be in a hurry. Okay. Just read through all the options. You will come to know. If P is 5,000, T is 1, I is 300, what is the rate? Okay. Now they're asking you the rate. Okay. So rate will be what? Rate will be interest upon principal into time. Okay. How much is the interest? 300. Principal is 5,000. Time is 1. Okay. So 300 divided by 5,000 is equal to 300 divided by 5,000. 0.06. Okay. In percentage. So in percentage, what do? I multiply 0.06 into 100. Okay. So how much is this? 6%. Okay. Yes, Chandan. Very good. Nusrat, Kritika, Hitesh, Avni. Yeah, very good. Joy, Nancy, Chaitanya, Tameshwari, Anuj, Mohbani, Paul, Divya, Avni, Kritika, yes. Abhisheka, Renuka, Nancy, yes. Excellent. So, okay. Now simple interest amount is given. Now this is very simple. They are just asking you what the simple interest will be. What is I? I is equal to A minus P. So what will this be? 7,200 minus principal. Principal is 4,500. So 2,700, I think. 27. Yes. 4D. Yes, very good. Fifth, Varun, very good. Sachidananda. Why do I multiply by 100? Okay, Sachidananda, you did not pay attention earlier. See, एकदम शुरू में in you must have missed it out. See where we studied the formula. Okay, where we studied the formula. Can you see here? Annual interest rate in decimal. Means what? You take the interest rate and divide it by 100. Okay, in decimals is rate upon 100 when we are calculating percentage. So when I want it in percentage, this time we divide by 100. So when I want it in percentage, I have to multiply by 100. Okay. Yes, Aratrika, calculators are allowed. But not the scientific ones, the normal ones. Principal is 1200, 12,000. Amount is given, time is given, rate percent per simple interest will be. Okay. So, what will be the interest? Interest will be 16,500 minus 12,000, which is equal to 4,500. Which is equal to, so I will write it over here. I have placed 4,500, that is interest, is equal to PIT. Principal is 12,000. I is I don't know. T is 2.5. Okay. So 4,500 will be equal to 12,000 into 2.5 is how much? 12,000 into 2.5 is 30,000. 30,000 I. So I will be equal to 4,500 upon 30,000. 4,500 divided by 30,000. 0.15. Okay. To find interest in percentage, I multiply this I by 100. ठीक है, आपको बस इतना याद रखना है. So 0.15 into 100 is equal to 15%. Okay. So A will be the answer. Yes, very good. Kumkum also has got it right. Neha. Yes. Ritika. Yes. Varun. Nancy. Chaitanya. Harshita. Chandan. Kumkum. Very nice. Okay. The sum required. Now they're asking you what is the principal amount that is required to earn a monthly interest of 1,200. Okay, now you have to be careful. Okay, let me just change the color. You need to earn a monthly interest of. Okay, the word monthly is very important. The sum required to earn a monthly interest of 1,200 at 18% per annum simple interest is. Okay. ये भी देखना है SI लिखा है या CI लिखा है. If it is written CI, it is compound interest. SI stands for simple interest. Okay. So you need this. Now, when I need a monthly interest of 1200, we are doing the 8 sum. Monthly interest needed is equal to rupees 1200. Now, number of months in an year is equal to 12. एक साल में 12 महीने होते हैं. So, interest to be earned per annum यानी per year, okay, is equal to rupees 1200 multiplied by 12. Okay, that is rupees 14400. Okay, this is the interest I must earn, so that when I divide it by 12, so every month I will get 1200 rupees, because this is simple interest sum. Okay, so rate of interest is, so I is equal to PIT. I is how much? 14,400. Principal is what I don't know. That is what I have to find. In this is rate of interest is 0.18. 18%. 0.18. Into time is how much? 1 year. Because every year I need 14,400. So 0.18p is equal to 14400. So I write it again. 0.18p is equal to 14400. So principal will be equal to 14400 upon 0.18. How much is this? 14400 divided by 0.18. 80,000 rupees. Okay. So what is the answer? 80,000 rupees. If I invest at 18% per annum, I will get 14,400 for the year, which means I am going to earn 1200 rupees per month. ठीक है? हाँ मोहम्मद, जब परसेंटेज निकालना होगा तो 100 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. Yes. रोहिणी, रानी, नैन्सी, मनिया, वरुण. C is the answer. 80,000. Okay. Preksha, Divya, Kumkum, Kritika, Mobini, Abhisheka. Yes. Nusrat, Hitesh, Anagha, Tambeshwari, Priyanka, Divya. Okay. Now, let us do this sum. Okay. 9 sum. A sum of money amounts to 6,200 in 2 years and 7,400 in 3 years. The principal and rate of interest are. Just write it down here. Okay, so what is the question? A sum of money amounts to, in 2 years, it is amounting to 6,200 rupees, 6,200. And 3 years, it is amounting to rupees 7,400. Okay. The principal and rate of interest are. Now, A3 minus A2, मतलब थर्ड ईयर बाद जितना पैसा मिला है माइनस A2, that is second year, means what? This will give me my interest. How much is this? 7,400 minus 6,200. So I'm getting interest as rupees 1,200. Okay. So I have got interest as 1,200. Now, how much is this? So interest is 1,200. What is the principal? I don't know. What is the interest? I don't know. And time is 1 year. Okay. So P into I is 1,200. Okay. Now how much is A2? A2, which is equal to 6,200, is equal to P1 plus I into 2 years. So this is equal to P plus 2 PI. This P I multiplied inside. Okay, I can write this as P plus PIT. Okay, P plus PIT, and how many? 2 years. So I am writing T as 2. Okay, so here T is 2. Now how much is PI? 1,200. So 6,200 is equal to P plus 2 into 1,200 PI, because the value of PI is 1,200. So this is how much? P will be equal to 6,200 minus 2 into 1,200 is 2,400. So principal is how much? 6,200. 6,200 minus 2,400, which is 3,800. So principal is 3,800. Okay. Principal is 3,800. Now I know that P into I is how much? 1,200. So I will be equal to 1,200 upon P. 1,200 upon 3,800, which is equal to 1,200 upon 3,800 is equal to 0.31578. 31578. Now, rate of interest I am getting as 0.31578. To write as percentage, I multiply by 100. So I will be equal to 31.578%, which is equal to 31.58%. So I have got I as 31.58, principal as 3,800. Let us see which combination. So A is the correct answer. Okay. Very good. Very good, Rani. Mustaq, doesn't matter if you joined us now. Okay. और 10th sum है, a sum of money doubles in 10 years. Okay. A sum of money. 10th sum क्या है? Sum of money doubles itself in 10 years. The number of years it would require to triple itself. Okay. The sum of money doubles itself in 10 years. Sum of money doubles itself in 10 years. Okay. So it means what? Interest is equal to principal. What is the formula for interest? PIT. मतलब जितना आपका प्रिंसिपल है, अगर 100 रुपए आपने इन्वेस्ट किए तो आपको इंटरेस्ट में, ब्याज में भी 100 रुपए मिल रहे हैं, इसलिए आई इज इक्वल टू पी लिख रहे हैं। ये सिर्फ इस सम के लिए दिया है उन्होंने, मनी डबल्स इटसेल्फ ना, तो ब्याज कितना आएगा? 1। क्योंकि मनी डबल्स माने क्या होता है? अमाउंट इज इक्वल टू 2 टाइम्स पी, और अमाउंट आई नो इज पी प्लस आई, सो वन इंटरेस्ट इज प्रिंसिपल। हाउ मच इज इंटरेस्ट? पी, P into I don't know. Time I know is 10 years. So this P and this P will cancel. I will be equal to 1 upon 10, which is equal to 0.10. That is equal to 10%. Okay. So मुझको एक बार I मिल गया, अब मुझे क्या करना है? ट्रिपल करना है। सम ट्रिपल्स, ट्रिपल्स माने 3 टाइम्स। So amount is how much? 3P, which is equal to P plus I. Therefore, I is equal to 3P minus P, which is equal to 2P. Okay. So, 2P is equal to, now you want to know in how much time will that happen. So, 2P is equal to principal I into T. So, principal into I कितना आया? 10%. So, into 0.10 इंटू टाइम कितना है मालूम नहीं, कितने दिनों में वो 3 टाइम होगा, 3 गुना होगा, ये ढूंढ रहे हम। So this P will cancel with this P. So time is equal to 2 upon 0.10, which is equal to 2 upon 0.10 is 20 years. Okay. So I hope you've understood this. Yes, very nice, very nice. So many of you got the answer. मौर्य ब्रेक के बाद एक बार वापस बता देंगे। नसरत, ठीक है? नसरत भी, नसरत, हाँ, मौर्य, नसरत, जिनको भी नहीं समझा है ना। यस दिव्या, बहुत बढ़िया क्वेश्चन था। ओके, so both these ninth and 10th, 8th, 9th, 10th, all the three questions are very good. Okay, just let us take a break for 10 minutes, and then when we come back, we'll be moving on to, I will just revise the ninth question again, and then we'll move to interesting topic of compound interest. Okay. चिराग, ब्रेक ले ले। थैंक यू। Welcome back. Okay, some of you are wanting me to do the the ninth and the 10th question again. So let me do the ninth one. Okay, see, a sum of money amounted to 6,200 in 2 years. Okay, I don't know the principal. In 2 years, how much was the amount? It is rupees 6,200. And when I keep the money for 3 years, this is equal to rupees 7,400. Okay. Means what? In 1 year, 3 minus 2 is in 1 year. That is, P in 1 year earns how much? Rupees 7,400 minus 6,200. Simple interest. This principal in 1 year earns how much simple interest? Rupees 1,200. Okay. What is the formula for I? I is equal to P into I into T. P, I don't know how much is it. I don't know how much is it. T is how much? 1 year. Okay. So how much is this? P into I. How much is P into I? 1,200. 1,200 जो है वो क्या है? वो मेरा ब्याज है कितने पे? प्रिंसिपल जिसका मालूम नहीं है इसलिए मैंने उसको पी लिया है। इंटरेस्ट रेट भी मुझे मालूम नहीं है इसलिए उसको आई लिया है। तो इंटरेस्ट जो है, जो फॉर्मूला हमारा है PIT, उसमें सिर्फ टी मालूम है जो जिसका वैल्यू 1 है। तो P इंटू आई कितना हुआ? 1,200 हुआ। ओके। उसके बाद जो है ये 1,200 हमारे PI है। तो P इन 2 years, P in 2 years amounts to 6,200. ओके। सो माने जो अमाउंट है वो कितना रहता है? P प्लस आई। तो अमाउंट कितना है? 6,200। वो कितना होता है? P प्लस PIT, है ना? इंटरेस्ट, हाउ मच इज इंटरेस्ट? P इंटू आई इंटू टी। अब अमाउंट ये कितने हैं? 2 साल का है। तो दिस इज इक्वल टू P प्लस टी की जगह यहाँ क्या करेंगे? T इज इक्वल टू 2। 2 साल है ना? तो P इंटू आई इंटू 2 years, विच इज वॉट? P प्लस PI की वैल्यू कितनी है? 1,200। तो 1,200 इंटू 2। तो जो 2 साल के बाद 6,200 है उसमें मेरा मुद्दल भी है और ब्याज भी है। तो मुद्दल कितना है? P, और ब्याज कितना है? 1,200। तो 1,200 इंटू 2 मतलब 2,400 है ना? हर साल मेरे को 1,200 मिलने वाले हैं। तो 1,200 इंटू 2 मतलब 2,400, और 6,200 मेरा अमाउंट है। तो प्रिंसिपल कितना हुआ? 6,200 minus 2,400, which is equal to rupees 3,800. ठीक है। और उसी को मैंने PIT में डाला, इंटरेस्ट विच इज इक्वल टू 1,200, विच इज इक्वल टू प्रिंसिपल P इंटू आई इंटू टी। 1,200 कितना है? 1 साल का इंटरेस्ट है, मतलब T इज इक्वल टू 1। सो दिस इज 3,800 इंटू आई जो मुझे मालूम नहीं है इंटू टी। आई, छोटा आई माने इंटरेस्ट, बड़ा आई मान इंटरेस्ट रेट, बड़ा आई माने एक्चुअल इंटरेस्ट कितना मिला है मेरे को। सो 3,000 and T is how much? 1. So 3,800 I is equal to 1,200. So I is equal to 1,200 upon 3,800, which gives me something like 31 point, that is 0.3158. ठीक है। ओके। सिमिलरली 10th सम है। Sum doubles means what? P is principal and P will be interest. Let me give you an example. Okay. Suppose my principal is rupees 100. Sum doubles माने amount will be how much? Rupees 200. Okay. So what will be the interest? Interest is amount minus principal, which is 200 minus 100, which is equal to 100. है ना? आपने देखा इंटरेस्ट भी 100 है, प्रिंसिपल भी 100 है, राइट? वो लॉजिक यूज करके किया है, ठीक है? लीजा रानी, थैंक यू, आपने बोला है आप बहुत अच्छे से कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर कर रहे हैं, थैंक यू. Kritika, I'll just see. Yes. Yes, good, good. Okay. Now let us move to compound interest. Okay. You can always visit the YouTube recording of this lecture. Any doubt you have, you can post it over there also. I will answer it. Okay. Compound interest is formula amount. See, in simple interest, we got a formula for interest directly, and then we had to add to the principal and got the amount. In compound interest, the formula is for the amount. Okay, ये difference है दोनों simple interest और compound interest में. सिंपल इंटरेस्ट में जो है हमारे पास जो फॉर्मूला है वो हमारे पास इंटरेस्ट के लिए है, और जो कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट में है वो फॉर्मूला हमें डायरेक्टली अमाउंट देता है, उसमें से हमें प्रिंसिपल माइनस करने के बाद इंटरेस्ट आता है. तो वो ये बात याद रखनी है. सो व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला? ए इज इक्वल टू पी इंटू ब्रैकेट 1 प्लस आई रेज टू एन. ओके, where I is the annual rate of interest upon number of conversions periods per year. Okay, so sometimes when you read this, you find, I don't understand this, what is this, let me put it in option. No, this is simple. एक साल में कितने, एक साल को अगर हम दो भागों में बांटे तो कितने महीने होंगे? एक भाग में 6 महीने, दूसरे भाग में 6 महीने, राइट? If I divide an year into two parts, how many months will be there in each part? 6 months. Okay. So when I say that my interest rate is compounded half yearly माने कितने half years है एक साल में? 2. Okay. So how many half years do I have? Half years in 1 year? Answer is 2. How many quarters do I have? एक साल में कितने क्वार्टर होते हैं? 4. ठीक है. ये मंथ्स कितने होते हैं? मंथ्स इन 1 year? सिंपल, 12. Okay, so these numbers are the number of conversions. You have to divide your interest by these numbers depending on what is given in the question. If it is given that your interest is compounded annually, तो आपको कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है. जो है नंबर उसको 100 से डिवाइड कीजिए और काम पे लग जाइए. लेकिन अगर if it is compounded half yearly, quarterly, monthly, then you have to use these numbers. Okay, so अगर सिंपल है तो आप बिल्कुल चिंता ना कीजिए, जैसा दिया वैसा सॉल्व कीजिए. लेकिन अगर आपको लगता है कि क्वेश्चन में दिया है हाफ ईयरली, क्वार्टरली, मंथली, तो आपको ये यूज करना है. उसमें क्या है, आपका जो रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट है उसको डिवाइड करना है. और वो जो n है ना, ये n है, n is the total conversions, that is t into number of conversions per year. When this happens, what will happen? How many, if I'm talking of half yearly, how many half years? 2 years, 2. How many quarters? 4. Okay, so you will also have to do this. Okay, so this n is also with this, and this I will also be divided by this n. ठीक है, once we do the sum it will be easier. ज्यादा हम लोग मैथ्स में ना बहुत ज्यादा थ्योरी पे अगर रुक जाएंगे ना नहीं समझ रहा, उससे अच्छा हम दो चार सम्स करके देखें, या जो सॉल्व सम्स हैं उसको पढ़े, तो हमें ज्यादा जल्दी समझ में आता है। फिर अच्छा उनका मतलब ये था ना, इस तरह का रह जाता है। वेरी गुड अनघा, चंदन, या वेरी नाइस। सो टिपिकल कन्वर्जन पीरियड्स आर गिवन बिलो, जितना हम लोग नॉर्मली यूज करते हैं। Sometimes you may have daily compounding. In daily compounding, how many days are there in a year? 365. So that time you will take n as 365. Monthly you will take n as 12. Quarterly you will take as 4. Semi-annually as 2, and annually as 1. Okay. Let us do this first sum. Rupees 2000 is invested. Let me first write the formula. A is equal to P into bracket 1 plus I raised to N. Okay. I'm trying to do all annually, semi-annually, quarterly, monthly. Okay. 2000 is invested at annual rate of interest of 10%. What is the amount after 2 years if compounding is done annually? See, if it is done annually, no problem, take it as it is. Okay. So how much is P? P is rupees 2000. How much is I? I is equal to 0.10, which is 10 upon 100. Okay. ये 10% है ना उसको. And amount after 2 years. So how much is T? T is 2. So amount will be how much? 2000 into bracket 1.11 plus 0.10 raised to 2. 1 plus I कितना है? 0.10. This is equal to 2000 into 1.1 raised to 2. How much is 1.1 square? 1.21. So this is equal to rupees 2000 into 1.21. 2000 into 1.21. So that is rupees 2420. ठीक है, समझ में आ गया? हाँ, very good Anuj. Now second is semi-annually. Okay, second is semi-annually. So how many semi-annually means? Semi माने 2, मतलब 6 महीना, मतलब कितने सेमी एनुअल्स होते हैं? 2. ओके, सो n is equal to 2. This is the conversion factor. Not n, let me just 2 conversion factors. So means what? What is my I? I is 0.10. I have to, here I have taken as 1 because there was only annual. Now I have to take it divided by 2, which is equal to 0.05. Okay, 0.05. Now, how many half years? In 2 years? एक साल में 2, माने 2 साल में कितने होंगे? 2 गुने 2 4, so is 4. So what is my formula? What will it be? I will have A to be equal to 2000. A remains same. 1 plus अभी हमें 0.05 लेना है. 0.05 raised to कितना? 4. Okay, this 4. So how much is this? 1.05. 1.05 into 1.05 into 1.05 is equal to 2000 into 1.2155 into 2000 gives me rupees 2431.01. Yes, very good. Avni has got it. Kritika has got it. Okay, so when I'm saying semi-annually means एक साल को दो हिस्सों में बांटा है. सेमी माने आधा, सेमी सर्कल बोलते हैं ना, तो वैसे सेमी एनुअल, एनुअल माने एक साल, उसको आधा किया तो माने कितने आधे हो सकते हैं साल में? दो आधे होंगे. 2 साल में कितने आधे होंगे? 4 होंगे. तो ये जो 4 हमने लिया है टाइम, वो 4 कहाँ से आया कि एक साल में दो आधे आधे साल होंगे, तो 2 साल में 4 आधे साल होंगे. ठीक है. देन थर्ड इज क्वार्टरली. C is quarterly. So there are 4 conversions. There are 4 quarters in an year. So I will be equal to 0.10 upon 4. How much is 0.1 upon 4? No, there is no need, Anaka. You can do it either way. This is equal to 0.025. 0.025. And how many quarters? Quarters in 2 years. In 1 year, I have 4 quarters. So 4 into 2, which is equal to 8. एक साल में 4 क्वार्टर होते हैं, तो 2 साल में 8 क्वार्टर होते हैं. So I get my amount to be equal to A is equal to 2000 into 1 plus 0.025 raised to 8, which is equal to 2000 into 1.025 raised to 8. ये होता है 1.218403. This is equal to how much is 2000? 2000 into 1.218403. This is equal to rupees 2436.81. Okay. And D is monthly. Now quickly tell me how many. Yes, Ansh, very good. How many conversion factors for the last thing? What should I use? Yes, Chandan, very good. Tambeshwari, Abhisheka, Rani, Avni, Ritika. Yes. How many now? What will be my conversion? In quarter, I took 4. In semi-annually, I took 2. In annually, I took 1. So in monthly, how much should I take? Yes, quickly answer. Yes, very good. 12 conversions. No, not Kritika. First 12. Okay. In years, we will take it as 24. Very nice. Yes. Avni, Rani. So these are 12 conversions. This I will need for dividing. Okay. I will be equal to 0.10 divided by 12. उसको 12 से डिवाइड कर दिया तो 0.10 डिवाइडेड बाय 12 कितना होता है? 0.1 डिवाइडेड बाय 12 होता है 0.00833. Okay. And how many months? ये सिंपल है ना. In 2 years, एक साल में कितने महीने होते हैं, 2 साल में कितने महीने होते हैं, 24। तो मेरे को अब मुझे अब आंसर करने में कोई परेशानी नहीं होगी। ए इज इक्वल टू 2000, माई प्रिंसिपल, 1 प्लस इंटरेस्ट कितना आ गया मेरा, 0.08, 0.00833 रेस टू 24। जो इतने बड़े नंबर्स होते हैं ना, वो दिए रहते हैं या लॉग बुक दिया रहता है, ठीक है, आपको इतना चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं कि आप कैलकुलेटर पे किए जा रहे हो 24 बार। वो भी मैं आपको दिखा दूंगी। आज मेरा कैलकुलेटर मेरे पास नहीं है, वरना मैं आपको दिखा देती कि वो भी बहुत आसान है, वो ट्रिक है जिससे आप आराम से कर सकते हैं। 1.220391, ओके, विच इज इक्वल टू rupees 2440.78. Yeah, very good, very good. So many of you got excellent answers. Yeah, very nice, Chandan, Sahu, Gaurav Sahu, then Anagha, Tambeshwari, Vaibhav. Yeah, very nice. Muskan, Avni, Nancy. Yeah. Okay, is that clear? Yes, understood? So, आप इसका स्क्रीनशॉट भी ले सकते हैं। आप इसको यूट्यूब पे वापस देख सकते हैं। ये वाला सम ना, ये वाला एक बार कर लिया तो आपको कंपाउंडिंग का कोई भी प्रॉब्लम आए, आपको कन्वर्जेंस में दिक्कत नहीं आएगी। इसी में जानबूझ के एक स्क्रीन में बैठेगा, ऐसा मैंने किया है ताकि आप क्वेश्चन भी देख सके, आंसर भी एक जगह देख सके। कैन यू अप्रिशिएट दैट इफ आई एम कंपाउंडिंग ईयरली, सो माई अमाउंट इज 2420, लास्ट में है। If I am compounding twice in the year, so it is 2431. Then if I am compounding quarterly, it is 2436. And then if I am compounding monthly, so 2440. So you can see the more I compound, the more money I will get. Determine the compound amount and compound interest on 1000 rupees at 6% compounded semi-annually. Okay. So जल्दी जल्दी मुझे इसका आंसर बताइए सब लोग, ठीक है। कन्वर्जन रेशियो कितना आएगा कंपाउंडिंग सेमी एनुअली? रेशियो आया 2, सेमी एनुअली मतलब 2। ओके, यहाँ पे देखिए उन्होंने दिया है 1 + i⁻n इज दिस फॉर i इज इक्वल टू 3% एंड n इज इक्वल टू 12। ओके, सो व्हाट इज द प्रिंसिपल? प्रिंसिपल इज rupees 1000. What is I? I is 6%. So 0.06 divided by 2, which is equal to 0.03. What is the time? Time is 6 years into 2, because there are 2 half years in 1 year. So this is equal to 12. So I have A is equal to P into 1 plus I raised to N. P is 1000. I is 1.03. I is 1 plus 03. So 1.03. You can directly write because you have to save some time also, because it is MCQ. And raised to N is how much? 12. So upon 12. Now it is given 1 plus I raised to N is equal to this for I equal to 3% and N is equal to 12. So you can see you don't have to worry. You just have to multiply this with your principal. So you can directly get the answer 1425.76 rupees. Okay. Yes, Renuka, all concepts are clear. Very nice, very nice. Yes, Rani. Yes, Anuj. Now let us take example number 15. On what sum will the compound interest at 5% for 2 years compounded annually be? Okay. So what are they asking? They're asking what is the principal. Okay. What is this? This is I is given. This is time is given. And this is amount is given. अच्छा अनुज थैंक यू। अनुज बोल रहे हैं कि मैम कॉन्सेप्ट तो इतने अच्छे से कवर हो गए हैं कि सारे क्वेश्चन हो जा रहे हैं एकदम आसानी से। थैंक यू। थैंक यू। क्रिस्टल क्लियर मोहम्मद। Okay, so what is my formula? A is equal to P 1 plus I raised to N. Now it is written compounded annually. ये मेरे को बहुत खुशी होती है क्योंकि मुझे अब कुछ कन्वर्जन वर्जन करना, डायरेक्टली सब में सब डालना है, आंसर निकालना है। P कितना है मेरे पास वो मालूम नहीं है। अमाउंट कितना है 1640। P आई डोंट नो। I कितना है 5%, सो 0.05। ठीक है। N कितना है 2 years। So this is P into 1.05 square is equal to 1640. 1.05 square कितना होता है? 1.05 into 1.0 1.05 into मतलब 1.1025 P is equal to 1640. So P is equal to 1640 upon ये 4 है 1.1025 वो कितना आता है 1640 divided by 1.1025 1487 1487.52। Oh, अच्छा अच्छा। On what sum will the compound interest at 5% for 2 years compound? ये अमाउंट नहीं है, सॉरी सॉरी, ये मेरा ये मुझसे गलती हो गई। ये अमाउंट नहीं है, कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट है। दिस इज माय कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट। On what sum will the compound interest be? So this 1640 is this minus P. This is interest is equal to एक मिनट गलत हो गया। तो मैं सोचूं ऐसे कैसे आंसर आ गया। Okay, so it's so important that you read the sum carefully. I made a blunder. I hope you don't make it. See, on what sum will the compound interest be 1640? So 1640 is my compound interest. Okay, what is the formula for compound interest? A minus P, amount minus principal. What is the formula for amount? P into 1 plus I raised to N minus P. Principal is as it is. So, how much do I get? This is equal to P into 1 plus I raised to N minus 1. Okay. Okay, minus 1. So 1640 is equal to principal 1 plus I is 5%. So 0.05 raised to N is how many? 2 years minus 1. Okay. This portion is correct. Now 1640 is equal to P into bracket 1.05 whole square is how much? 1.05 whole square. 1.05 whole square is 1.1025 minus 1. ये minus 1 इधर है. 1640 is equal to P into 0.1025. Okay. 1.10 में से 1 minus किया 0.1025. So P will be equal to 1640 divided by 0.1025. Principal will be equal to 1640 divided by 0.1025 is equal to 16,000. Okay. Because this is compound interest and not amount. Okay. Just sorry for the mistake. Yes, very good. Interest is given. Yes, Kritika, interest diya tha. So that is why that is the mistake that it is minus P, which I did not do. Okay. What annual rate of interest compounded annually doubles an investment in 7 years? Okay. Given that 2 raised to 1 by 7 is this much. Okay. What annual rate of interest compounded annually? So this is important that it is written compounded annually. वो पहला वाला सम था उसमें सिंपल इंटरेस्ट वाला था. सिंपल इंटरेस्ट में डबल हो रहा था. यहाँ कंपाउंडिंग एनुअली है. So what is the formula? A is equal to P into bracket 1 plus I raised to N. Right? अब ये एनुअल है तो मुझे कोई टेंशन नहीं है. What annual rate of interest will double an investment? मतलब क्या होगा? अमाउंट कितनी होगी? 2P होगी. Double an investment means amount will be 2P. Okay. So 2P is equal to P 1 plus I, because I don't know what the rate of interest is, and 7 years. Okay. So raised to 7. So this P and this P will get cancelled. I have 1 plus I raised to 7 is equal to 2. Okay. Taking 7th root, याद है ना, स्क्वायर रूट, क्यूब रूट सीखे हैं ना हम लोग. Taking 7th root on both sides of the equation, I have 7th root of 1 plus I raised to 7 is equal to 7th root of 2. ठीक है. Now 7 तो क्या हो जाएगा? 1 plus I रह जाएगा. और ये कैसे लिख सकते हैं? 2 raised to 1 by 7. इंडाइसिस में सीखा है ना हमने. 1 plus I is 2 raised to 1 by 7. 2 raised to 1 by 7 का वैल्यू दिया है इन्होंने 1.104090. Okay. So 1 plus I is equal to 2 raised to 1 by 7, which is equal to 1.104090. So 1 plus I is equal to this. So I is equal to 1.104090 minus 1, which is equal to I is equal to 0. 0.104090. ठीक है. In percentage, I will be equal to 0.104090 into 100. So this is equal to 10.41%. Okay. Means what? If I keep an investment for 7 years at the rate of 10.41, my amount will become double. ओके, यानी अगर मैंने ब्याज दर 10.41 से रखा, वो भी 7 साल के लिए वो इन्वेस्टमेंट मैंने रखी बैंक में, तो मुझे अपनी अमाउंट जो है वो 7 साल के बाद डबल हो जाएगी। ठीक है। नुसरत, पावर में जो नंबर है उसको मल्टीप्लाई डिवाइड नहीं करते, उसका रूट निकालते हैं। हाँ, अभी स्क्वायर रूट को हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं मुझे याद नहीं, मैं देख के फिर अगली बार मैं बताती हूँ। जो क्या रहता है उसको, 1 मिनट बताती हूँ। सो उसका हिंदी वर्ड मिलेगा, मैं बताती हूँ। हाँ, मौर्य एग्जाम में भी रूट की वैल्यू दे रहे हैं कि बहुत रेयर होगा कि आपको लॉग टेबल यूज करके उसकी स्क्वायर रूट निकालनी पड़ेगी। नहीं तो नॉर्मली जो रहेगा तो उसमें तो वो दे देंगे, तो आपको आराम से मिल जाएगी वो वैल्यू। वर्गमूल बोलते हैं, स्क्वायर रूट को बोलते हैं वर्गमूल। तो ये सेवेंथ मूल निकालना है उसको, सेवेंथ रूट। तो उस हिसाब से आप करेंगे तो आपको मिल जाएगा। तो ये नॉर्मली ना इससे हिंट मिल जाती है, 2⁻1/7 माने क्या, हमें ये कहीं पे यूज करना है, तभी तो दिया है उन्होंने। या तो बिल्कुल नहीं होगा, या अगर मेरा कुछ अलग आएगा तो वो गलत हो जाएगा। उससे अच्छा तो नॉर्मली जो देंगे वो अच्छे से देंगे, तो आपको चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं है। In what time will rupees 8,000 amount to 8,820 at 10% uh, annual interest compounded half yearly? हाँ, ये वाला सम में मैंने लिखा है, वहां पे दिया भी है। इस टाइप के सम्स में जहां कंपाउंडेड हाफ ईयरली है, क्वार्टरली है, मंथली है, आपका एन निकलेगा, लेकिन वो जो एन है वो फैक्टर में रहेगा। आपको उसको ईयर में कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा। ठीक है, वो वाला आपको ध्यान देना है। देख, इन व्हाट टाइम विल 8,000 अमाउंट टू 8,200? सो ए इज इक्वल टू पी इंटू 1 + i raised to n. So 8,820 is equal to 8,000 कंपाउंडेड एनुअली। सो आई कितना है मेरा, 0.10 अपॉन 2। कंपाउंडेड हाफ ईयरली माने 2 से डिवाइड करूंगी मैं, 0.05। सो 0.05 रेस टू एन। ये जो एन है ना, उसमें मेरा कन्वर्जन आ गया है, वो मेरे को ध्यान रखना है। सो हाउ मच इज दिस? दिस इज 0.05 रेस टू एन इज इक्वल टू 8,820 अपॉन 8,000, which is equal to 1, or 1 plus, sir, 1 plus. This is 1.0.05. So this is 1.05 raised to n is how much? 8820. 8820 divided by 8,000 is equal to 1.1025. Okay. अभी इसमें ट्रिक कैसी है, एक तो क्या है, आंसर दिया रहेगा, ऑप्शन में से देख के हमें वो मल्टीप्लाई करना है, या हमें 1.05 इतनी बार दबाना है कैलकुलेटर पे, मतलब 1.05 और इनटू का बटन दबाना है, उसके बाद इक्वल टू का दबाना है। और वो तब तक करना है जब तक हमें ये आंसर नहीं आता 1.1025। जैसे अभी 1.05 इंटू 1.05 कितना आया, देखो 1.05 इंटू 1.05 कितना आया, 1.1025। देखा, तो कितना हुआ, ये 2 बार हुआ तो मतलब 2 आया। ठीक है, तो मतलब इसका आंसर 2 आया। तो अब ये क्या हुआ, ये आया 2. दिस इज व्हाट कन्वर्जन, दैट इज 2.5 years. ये कितना हुआ? 2 आया माने क्या हुआ? 2.5 years. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेप है. मतलब ईयर में, इन टर्म्स ऑफ ईयर कितना हुआ? दैट मीन्स 1 year. ओके, दैट मीन्स 1 year. क्योंकि 2.5 years एक साल में होते हैं. ये मेरा आया 2, तो ये कितना हुआ? 2.5 years एक साल में, माने कितना, कितने ईयर्स आया आंसर? जो आपको ऑप्शंस में होगा आंसर 1 year होगा, उसको आप वो ऑप्शन में 2 years भी देंगे आपको कंफ्यूज करने के लिए. लेकिन आपको होशियारी रख के वन वन पे टिक मार्क करना है. ठीक है. यस, वेरी गुड अनुज. 1. And yes, you got the answer is 2, but it is 2.5 years, which means it is 1. Yes, Kritika, correct. Renuka, again 2 means ये. तांबेश्वरी, समझ में आ गया? अभी हम लोग बात कर लेते हैं नॉमिनल एंड रियल रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट की. नॉमिनल मतलब क्या होता है? द नॉमिनल रेट इज द स्टेटेड रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट. अभी किसी आपके पास से 50,000 है. इफ यू गो टू द बैंक एंड से दैट आई वांट टू मेक अ फिक्स्ड डिपॉजिट, व्हाट इज द रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट? द रेट दैट द बैंक इज गोइंग टू टेल यू is the stated rate of interest, that is known as the nominal rate of interest. Okay, he will say that okay, right now FD is 7%, so that will be your nominal rate of interest. Okay, so the nominal rate is the stated interest rate. The nominal interest rate is conceptually the simplest type of interest rate. जो सबसे सिंपल वाला जो हमारे को हर रोज सुनने में मिलता है वो होता है nominal rate of interest. Then the real rate of interest, इसमें क्या होता है? इन्फ्लेशन का जो इफेक्ट है वो हमको नलीफाई करना होता है. The real interest rate is so named because it states the real rate that the lender or the investor receives after inflation has been factored in. जो महंगाई है उसको हमने उसका इफेक्ट निकालने के बाद जो बचता है वो मेरा रियल रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट है. A comparison of the real and nominal interest rates can therefore be summed up. आपको याद है ये इकोनॉमिक्स में भी है आपको. ठीक है, तो ये फॉर्मूला आपको याद रखना है. अगर गलती से इन्होंने थ्योरी में पूछ लिया तो वैसे इकोनॉमिक्स में पूछने की ज्यादा संभावना है. रियल रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट इज इक्वल टू नॉमिनल रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट माइनस इन्फ्लेशन, और नॉमिनल रेट ऑफ रिटर्न इज इक्वल टू रियल रेट ऑफ रिटर्न प्लस इन्फ्लेशन. ओके, सो यू जस्ट हैव टू नो दिस. Now there is, so we have talked about nominal rate of interest, real rate of interest, and now we are going to talk about the effective rate of interest. Why this is important is that when I'm compounding, when we saw this sum, where if I compound monthly, I will get more return. If I compound quarterly, I will get a little lesser return. But if I compound annually, I'll get still lesser return. So means what? The effective interest rate is different. Okay, even though I am investing at say the same 7%, लेकिन अगर मेरा कंपाउंडिंग अलग अलग है, अगर मेरा कंपाउंडिंग है मंथली है, क्वार्टरली है, एनुअली है, तो मेरा ये 7% इंटरेस्ट जो रेट है ना, मुझे देते समय जो मेरे इफेक्टिवली मेरे पास पैसा आता है ना, वो अलग आता है. तो उसको क्या बोलते हैं? उसको इफेक्टिव रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट बोलते हैं. If interest is compounded more than once a year, the effective interest rate for an year exceeds the per annum interest rate. इसीलिए अगर मैं पैसे रखने जाती हूँ बैंक में तो मैं उनको पूछती हूँ आप सिंपल इंटरेस्ट देंगे या कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट देंगे. सिंपल इंटरेस्ट ठीक है, लेकिन मैं चाहूंगी कि मुझे कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट से पैसा मिले. और कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट भी जो कंपाउंडिंग अगर मेरा मंथली मिल जाता है मुझे, तो मेरी बल्ले बल्ले हो जाती है, बिकॉज आई विल गेट मोर इफेक्टिव रेट ऑफ रिटर्न. शिवा, क्लास अभी 5-10 मिनट चलेगी. ठीक है. ये वाला कंसेप्ट समझ लीजिए, ताकि अगली बार में इसके सम्स भी कर लेंगे और फिर नया टॉपिक भी ले लेंगे, ठीक है। The effective interest rate can be compounded as 1 plus I raised to n minus 1. ये 1 plus I raised to n हमने अभी कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट के सम्स में किया है, उसमें से सिर्फ -1 करना है। तो is the effective interest rate. I is the actual interest rate in decimal points. N is the number of conversion periods और उसमें से -1 करना है, ठीक है। What are the practical implications? The chief advantage of knowing the difference between nominal, real and effective rate, it allows the consumers to make better decisions. ठीक है। लोन लेते समय मैं चाहूंगी मुझे कम से कम हफ्ता बैठे, और इन्वेस्टमेंट में मैं चाहूंगी मुझे ज्यादा से ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट मिले, ठीक है। लोन में मैं कम से कम ब्याज देना चाहूंगी, और इन्वेस्टमेंट हो, अगर मेरे पैसे मैंने इन्वेस्ट किए बैंक में, एफडी किया, तो मैं चाहूंगी मुझे ज्यादा से ज्यादा ब्याज मिले। लोन विथ फ्रीक्वेंट कंपाउंडिंग पीरियड्स विल बी मोर एक्सपेंसिव। ज्यादा कंपाउंडिंग होगी तो लोन मुझे महंगा होगा। Effective and nominal interest rates allow banks to use the numbers that look most advantageous to the customers. मतलब वो क्या करती है, जब उनको लोन देना होता है तो वो सिर्फ आपको नॉमिनल रेट बताती है, वो बताती नहीं कि कितनी बार कंपाउंडिंग होगा। लेकिन जब इन्वेस्टमेंट होगा तो आपको ऐसे बताएगी, ठीक है। व्हेन बैंक्स आर चार्जिंग इंटरेस्ट दे एडवर्टाइज द नॉमिनल रेट। तो आपको लगेगा अरे ये वाली बैंक तो 7% से दे रही है, दूसरी बैंक तो 7.5 से दे रही है, लेकिन उन बेचारों ने तो सच में बता दिया ना आपको इफेक्टिव रेट। ये लोग, इस बैंक ने क्या किया, आपको सिर्फ नॉमिनल बताया। गलत बताया क्या? नहीं, दे जस्ट टेलिंग यू वन रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट। तो वो जो डिफरेंस है वो यहाँ पे आएगा। और एक लास्ट कंसेप्ट है कंपाउंड एनुअल ग्रोथ रेट, CAGR, जो आपको इंटर में जब आप जाएंगे तो आपको मेरी याद आएगी कि मैम ने बताया था CAGR के बारे में। It is a business and investment specific terms that smooths analyze gains of an investment over a given period of time. क्या हो जाता है, एक साल में मुझे प्रॉफिट 10% मिला, अगले साल में मुझे 12% मिला, ऐसे थोड़ा बहुत चेंज होता रहता है ना। तो लेकिन मुझे क्या चाहिए, मुझे एक जनरल चाहिए कि कितना एनुअल ग्रोथ रेट हुआ है। तो उसके लिए मैं क्या करती हूँ, मैं ये यूज करती हूँ CAGR T0 to 2n ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम। VTN upon VT0 1 upon TN minus T0 minus 1, ठीक है। Where VT0 is the beginning period and VTN is the end period। ये एग्जाम्पल से आपको आराम से समझेगा, ठीक है। जैसे ना हियर, year is 2013, my revenues is 100, 2014 it is 120, 2015 it is 160 and 2016 is 210। तो आप देख रहे हैं यहाँ 20 से बड़ा, यहाँ 40 से बड़ा, यहाँ 50 से बड़ा, तो बढ़ता जा रहा है, लेकिन एक नंबर से नहीं बढ़ रहा है, बढ़ना, इट इज इंक्रीजिंग रैपिडली। Calculate the compound annual rate. So what we do here is we take this and take this. So Tn minus T0, 2016 minus 2030. So आया 3। रेवेन्यूज कितने हैं, 2010, 210 एंड 100। So 210 upon 100. What is the formula we have seen? That is VT upon VN. यहाँ पे हमारा क्या है, रेवेन्यूज ले रहे हैं हम, V0, सॉरी, VT upon V0। So कितना हुआ, रेज टू 1 upon N, 1 upon Tn minus T0। So 210 upon 100 रेज टू 1/3 -1। ये 3 कहां से आया, 2016 माइनस 2013। सो दिस, इसकी वैल्यू कितनी आती है, 2.1 रेज टू 1/3 आती है, मतलब क्यूब रूट ऑफ 2.1 इसका निकाला तो ये आता है 1.27 -1, तो 27। सो CAGR कितना है, 27% है, अराउंड नियरली 28% है। तो जितना ज्यादा CAGR होगा उस कंपनी में मैं इन्वेस्ट करना चाहूंगी, बिकॉज See, you can see from here 100, 120, 160, 200. It's a growing company. It is giving profit. So I would like to invest in it. Okay. So that is why now application of CAGR मैंने ये निकालने के बाद क्या देखा, calculating average returns of investment funds. ठीक है, demonstrating and comparing the performance of investment advisors. ओके मैं दो तीन जगह इन्वेस्टमेंट करके देख देख मतलब उनके रिजल्ट्स देख के मैं डिसाइड करूंगी. Comparing the historical returns of the stock with bonds or saving. Like now, if this company is giving me 28% और बैंक मुझे 7% दे रही है, तो naturally I'm going to invest in this company, right? Because it is giving me a higher rate of return. But you have to also see the risk involved, okay? I'm just talking in terms of numbers. Forecasting future values. तो इससे मुझे ये पता मैं फोरकास्ट कर सकती हूँ कि ये कंपनी सच में इतना ही बड़ी होती जाएगी और धीरे धीरे प्लेटो में भी आएगी. एज यू नो इकोनॉमिक्स में पढ़ा होगा, प्रोडक्ट लाइफ साइकिल होती है, मार्केट लाइफ साइकिल होती है, सेल्स लाइफ साइकिल होती है. उसमें क्या हो जाता है, देर इज अ ग्रोथ पीरियड, देन देर इज अ मेच्योरिटी पीरियड एंड प्लेटो पीरियड आता है, फिर उसके बाद डिक्लाइन हो जाता है. तो आपको ये भी देखना है कि कंपनी की फ्यूचर वैल्यूज कितनी हो सकती है. एनालाइजिंग एंड कम्युनिकेटिंग द बिहेवियर ओवर अ सीरीज ऑफ ईयर्स. मतलब ये जो स्टडी करते हैं ना, रिसर्च होता है, वो सब ये सब एनालिसिस करते हैं. डिफरेंट बिजनेस मेजर्स, सेल्स में कुछ चेंज किया है क्या, मार्केट शेयर में चेंज हुआ है क्या, कॉस्ट में, कस्टमर सेटिस्फेक्शन, परफॉर्मेंस, ये जो इतनी ग्रोथ दिख रही है उसकी वजह क्या है, वो भी स्टडी करते हैं ना लोग. तो वो सब के लिए these are the applications. So you may get a theory question on this. Other than that, this sum is very simple. So what you can get is something very similar to this, or at least you must know. Okay. So what is happening is that what we are doing here is we are talking about a nominal rate of interest, which is the rate that is stated rate. Then we are talking about the effective rate of interest, because when we are compounding, maybe annually, maybe semi-annually, maybe a quarterly, then my effective rate of interest is 1 plus I raised to n minus 1. Then the real rate of interest is what? It is real rate of interest and nominal rate of interest, which the relation between them is by the inflation. Okay. Okay. Real rate of interest is equal to nominal minus inflation. Okay. So you can remember this as RNI. Real is equal to nominal minus inflation. Okay. Anega, it is there in the module. Okay. And this is the latest new module. Okay. So you can download it from the website. Effective. See, effective means what? Like this, I'll show you the sum that will make it clear. Okay, in this sum, see, this is the best example of effective rate. See, what is the rate of interest? Everywhere it is written 10%, right? In this sum. But when I am compounding annually, how much money do I get? 2420. When I'm compounding semi-annually, I'm getting 2431. दिखने में दिखता है ना, just looks like only 11 rupees, but if you think in terms of crores of rupees, it is going to make a lot of difference. Then if I compound it quarterly, I'm getting more, and then monthly I'm getting even more. Means what? There is an effective rate of return which is more than 10%. Okay, which is more than 10%, and then using this, from this I will subtract what is the principal amount, and then I will get the effective rate of return. Okay. We will do the sum on the effective rate of return. That will make it more clearer. Okay. Because we already ran out of time. Okay. Anaga, just check with the new module. Okay. Yes. Thank you all for your patient hearing. Have a great day ahead and have a great weekend. Okay. Bye. Chirag? Yes.